Good morning, Panthers. It's Tuesday. We have a yellow cup this week. Uh, it has moved along the spectrum. As you can see, it has thrown off the end with the red teapot, but you know, it's fine. It will keep rotating. It will be back to the red teapot eventually. Teapot? That's fine. That's a word. I'm sure it's a word. It's fine. So I've taken so many notes. I have so many notes. This video is going to be like an hour long. It's fine. It'll be fine. So the cups. Phoebe, yes. I know what you mean about being a bad gift giver. Like, I am, not that you are a bad gift giver, but I mean, I am, like, I also find gift giving very difficult. It's not something that comes very naturally to me. Like, I don't feel like I have a good grasp at, like, what other people will like, necessarily. Sometimes I find things that I think people will like, and then they don't really, and then I feel like I don't know them as well as I thought I did or something, you know? That's very hard. But I love these cups, and like it's great because like, I don't know if I would have necessarily picked them out, like if I had seen them. Like, I don't know if I would have necessarily like went, oh yes, I'm going to get those cups, you know, but like I actually really like them, and like I really like things that are like rainbow sets of things, like rainbow colored things, not necessarily like rainbow, like pictures of rainbows on things, but like things that are, you know, like a set of things in a rainbow spectrum. Or like for instance, my bullet journal, as you can see, I use a rainbow spectrum of colored pencils to fill in the trackers. So yeah, so these were actually a great choice. Like, I like them a lot, and I'm really glad that you got them. Thank you. So I'm going to try to go fairly quickly through my notes here, because like I got a lot of stuff. It's going to be a long video. I may have to just like make 2 separate videos. This is going to be the problem as we get longer and longer videos. Like, it's becoming kind of a thing. We're just going to keep adding to them, and they're going to get so long that it's going to be unwieldy. Oh, the idea of the 20-year collabiversary. I love that, actually. I love the idea of the 20-year collabiversary, but yeah, like you said, like, I mean, at our 20-year collabiversary, I would be 51. So that's the thing. But when I think about it, like you said, like, that's a huge amount of like life. That's like a huge chunk of life to go through with someone. You know, that would be, for me, from the ages of 31 to 51. Like, that's a lot. That's a big space there of, you know, things that happen during someone's life. So yeah, it's fun to think about, but like kind of mind-blowing. I like it. Swiss retirement community situation happening. Oh, you mentioned about disposable film cameras. Yes, I remember those. I usually didn't get those, but I would once in a while, like, we used to get them sometimes for field trips. Why? I don't really know. I don't really remember why. Maybe just with the idea that you were going to be out, you know, doing some sort of random activity with a whole bunch of your classmates, and so it was just better to like get something that didn't matter if you dropped it in a puddle or whatever. But yeah, they do seem kind of ridiculous now. Like, you think, like, you just threw away a whole camera? Like, what? You did what? Yeah, basically everything now since the advent of digital cameras, like, everything about film cameras just seems like kind of weird and wasteful and inefficient. Disposable cameras, like, for sure. Oh, journals and notebooks, like the size of them. I used to, like, when I was just making, like, when I was either buying or making like bound journals, I just got, you know, the regular, like, kind of that are around the size of like a paperback. When I make them for myself, I probably should have gotten a plain one, but like the ones that I have for my bullet journal, which are, you know, all ones that I've made myself, these are just like not fancy bound ones. They're just like stapled, but they're just like a regular sheet of paper folded in half, which is an okay size. It's not, I mean, it's the size I used because it was the easiest, not because it was like a perfect size or anything. When I went to spiral bound notebooks, I used just like a regular, like full-size spiral bound notebook, which I kind of like in a way, because like it feels a little more expansive, and I didn't really need, by that point I wasn't really, like I didn't really need something that would fit in a purse or something, because I didn't really like go anywhere, or like I started using larger ones in college, I think, but like since I was taking a backpack with me everywhere because I was in college, like I could just shove it in there, it was fine. I went kind of back and forth between larger and smaller journals for a while, but now I'm doing everything on the computer anyway, so I guess it doesn't really matter. Yeah, I know what you mean about like bound journals, about how like if you feel like you have messed up somehow, then like the whole notebook is a wash. I didn't really mind them for journals because I don't normally like rip anything out of my journals, but like for like as a project notebook or something to just like just write random stuff in or whatever, I would not do well with bound journals for exactly that reason. Oh no, I've covered up my notes. I have written owl-themed items, and now I don't remember what I was going to say about the owl-themed items. I was trying so hard to like make better notes this time so that I would not forget what I was going to say. I don't remember what I was going to say. I remember I remember what you were talking about the, you know, mint green owl onesie, but I don't remember what I was going to say about it, so that's a problem. Oh, it might have been because I have now like become apparently a person who collects owl things, like by accident. Again, this keeps happening to me where like I just end up being a person who gets things that are certain, whatever, like it used to be frogs. Now it appears to be owls, and I don't really know why. Like I have several things that are owl themed that people have given me in the last few years, and like I'm not really sure how that happened. I like them, they're cute, it's fine, but like I don't know how I became the owl person. Who knows? Oh, you talked about Twelfth Night, about Shakespeare. Like we we sort of read Romeo and Juliet in class my freshman year. It went very poorly. And it was not enjoyable. Like, and I didn't, like, I was able to appreciate the beauty of the writing, but I did not enjoy the experience of reading it in class. I did not, and I don't like Romeo and Juliet very much as characters, so, like, it was not a good, like, first Shakespeare play for me. But the next summer, I think, was the year that the movie of Much Ado About Nothing came out, and I just happened to be at my friend's house the day that she and her mom rented it on video, back when you rented things on video. And so I sat down and watched it with them, and I just, like, that was it for me. Like, I was into it. So yeah, that's my, like, my Shakespeare thing, is Much Ado About Nothing. So the long videos thing, like you said, you know, the longer the video is, the more time you get to spend with your friend, talking to you, telling you about things. So like I also am really into this whole long video thing, although I am concerned that I am going to get very unwieldy as I keep talking and my videos keep getting longer and longer. I'm sure it will be fine. I know I keep saying that. I'm sure it will be fine. It will be fine. It just will be kind of long. I, again, have written something and I remember what you were talking about, but I don't know what I was going to say about it. I have written not an all or nothing proposition here, about, you know, we were talking about the collab, about being able to go in and out of it. And I don't know. I was going to add something to it, but I've lost it. It's actually good though that like you quote things. Like you said, you thought it might be weird to quote myself back to me, but actually that's good, because like otherwise I would not remember what I said 2 weeks ago or whatever, you know. So yeah, that's fine. Quote something specifically. It's very helpful. I also do not have any idea what is going on with the YouTube algorithm. Like, as you said, sometimes something will get like 1,200 views, and then like the next one's like 3 views, and then the next one's like 400 views. I don't know what's happening there. It's very weird. Oh no, a cat is getting sick. Hold on.